Word to the cloud. Admit? Should I admit him? I'm ready if you guys are.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Yep.
Here we go. Well, it seemed like they went on a run on you and kind of pulled away. And do you think that was kind of the turning point of the game overall?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a guy that we, wanted to shoot the ball, hit 3 straight threes. But that's basketball, and we didn't handle it well. I thought that was probably the part I was disappointed with, was just the way we handled some adversity with a guy making shots, because that's happens, but for some reason it caused us to have our energy dip, and what it needs to do is have our energy rise, and for whatever reason it didn't.
You guys applied a little bit of pressure, tried some full court stuff to try to turn it around. Did you feel like that was where it looked like it was starting to come together, or was it like kind of too little too late, or what do you think?
Yeah, it was too little too late. I wish I would have tried it with about 10 minutes to go, because I actually think it might have worked. But that isn't something we've ever practiced. So our guys, I said, hey, we're going to press. And they're like, well, what are we in? And I'm like, just run around. I mean, that was more or less what it was. And then the energy was great. But that's one of those things when you've had 8 practices and we're not a press team. We necessarily weren't equipped to do it. But I thought they did a great job in it of just trying to make plays. And again, I keep saying energy, but it dipped and we didn't get it back. So maybe the pressure caused us to have to, or otherwise we were going to get embarrassed. So I thought we probably should have kept the pressure up a little earlier in hindsight.
Oh, go ahead.
It seemed like from that 5-minute mark in the first half-ish, I don't know. It's like the first half of the second half, the offense, was kind of stagnant. I mean, what do you think the cause of that was?
I think we ran our motion probably the best we had in the 2 games, the first part of the first half. And I thought we stopped reading things quite as well. Delapo's foul trouble, I think, kind of messed with our flow as a team. And when he went back in, I just didn't think he flowed. And when your best player that you rely on for kind of being the main focus of your offense is kind of in and out, I just didn't think we knew how to handle that well. And it's probably just a lot of us getting more reps together, more games together, because it's something we got to do, be able to go to playing without him, to with him, to without him, because it's going to happen.
Anybody particularly stand out to you, like maybe had a better game than yesterday on your roster, or was it kind of?
Yeah, I thought Trey played well. I thought he kind of picked up, hits the game when he shot last night, and then I thought he had some confidence today. I thought he played a better game overall. I thought Sam battled. I think he made some freshman mistakes, but at least, he was out there flying around and giving everything he had. And I think he's just going to keep getting better.
You played the same team back to back. I mean, do you kind of expect this for the rest of the way? You're going to have to fight even harder, maybe the second game after getting a win, maybe? Or is...
Yeah. I mean, the next 2 weekends we play the preseason number 1 and number 2 team in the South. If we can get 1-1 on the road, I'd probably take it. So I'm hoping at least for the next 2 weekends it works that way. But yeah, I think there's some of that. I actually didn't feel like we necessarily came out flat or weren't, wanting to win as much as them. I just thought in this game they were better than us. It seemed like anything we did, they were going to make one more play. And to be honest, they were better last night for most of the game too. So we both kind of traded little stretches, but tonight they were better than us for whatever reason.
Coach, what do you think about when you switch your defenses once in a while there? Like, how do you think that worked out for you?
Um, I think that was probably one of the things that caused us to maybe have some of our droughts offensively, as odd as that sounds. I think that the changing of defenses might have kind of just disrupted the normal flow of the game. And that was the idea of it. We felt like with Parkside, who's been practicing since October, that if we guarded them man the whole time and they guarded us man the whole time, the practice time was severely in their favor. So the thought was, if we're in zone, which we practiced quite a bit this week, hadn't practiced it before that, but at least that was something they weren't normally doing. And I thought that worked at times, but then at other times, I thought it got us a little disjointed, which we got to be a little bit tougher, being able to switch between defenses and then play a lot of players and still have that flow and that kind of camaraderie. And I just didn't feel like we had that tonight. It just felt like the whole game was disjointed on our end, as well as their end, but they just made some more plays kind of in that mucky environment.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Is mucky a word?